are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New Year, new team, it's the same dream. New Knicks City unis, boy, they stay clean. I just caught mine off of fanatics in the garden with my hands in the air, we back at it.
You know, I just realized something. You guys didn't hear anything I said. I'm on mute. I'm on mute. Yep. You couldn't hear me. I get it. I get it. Oh my God, that's so funny. Thank you. And thanks to my guy, the 713. You know, he knows who he is. I just realized that y'all can't hear me. And as I'm looking, I'm like, what is going on? Because I could tell something's not right. I felt the vibe. So guess what? You know how I am. I'm going to act like this didn't happen. So in this didn't happen frame of thinking, here we go. You don't see me. I'm not here. Poof.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New Year, new team, it's the same dream. New Knicks City unis, boy, they stay clean. I just caught mine off of fanatics in the garden with my hands in the air, we back at it.
Hey, What's going on, everybody? You see it. Welcome back to SKF Weekly for the first time tonight. Let's go! You know what it is. You see it. I'm your man, Rod. That's my brother. That's my brother, Hope. You know what it is. I'm holding it down. That's okay. Yeah, that's right. We back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry we're a little late because you're just tuning in now for the first time tonight. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out to the chat. Y'all know where it's at. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here and rocking. So, what would I say if I was going to say something right now that I may have said before? I'm usually a very positive person, and I'm not veering away from being positive. So let's start the right way. Shout out to everybody. Once again, we are blessed and highly favored to wake up and walk the earth. Make sure you are checking on your loved ones, family members, and friends, and don't forget to get yourself checked out because you never know. Outside of that, the New York Knicks are in. Let's be real. In a realistic way, we have to look at this team and understand what they are and what they look like to us. Can they be something more? Maybe. You know what I mean? The book's not closed. But I'm going to tell you, honestly, right now, this team is not ready for a championship. They're not. Because in order to win a championship, you have to be able to beat the better teams in the league consistently and convincingly. And when you struggle with bad habits down the stretch of games consistently, you haven't put forth the confidence in the fan base or in yourselves in order to get it done. Like, I don't feel like after that game versus OKC that the Knicks went home thinking, man, that's okay. When we get to the playoffs, we see them again, anything can happen. I don't feel that way. I don't think they feel that way because, and I'm not saying they feel the opposite of it. What I'm saying is I don't think that they feel good right now. I don't think they feel good is what I'm saying. And part of that too is, honestly, you know, with this Knicks team over the years with the gag order and everything being cloak and dagger, you know, as time has gone on, things have opened up. We see, you know, people having podcasts and stuff, people making a little bit more, you know, public appearances and different things. But with that being said, we also are finding out little trinkets of information that come out here and there about different things that we didn't know about, players having issues with the coach, Tibbs, and stuff like that. However, this year, I feel like there's been a lot more of that happening. I also feel like there's more going on behind the scenes with this Knicks team. I do feel like at a certain point, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, you got to say to yourself, you know what? Something don't smell right. I do believe something's going on with this team. I do believe that chemistry and that kumbaya stuff that we thought existed between this team when they were first putting it together last year is not there right now. I don't feel like these guys are all lovey-dovey with each other and really, like, I feel like there's something. I'm starting to feel a disconnect. I'm starting to feel it. So, you know, I don't know. And for this current Knicks team, I don't think that's a good thing. I think this Knicks team needs to be, you know, a kumbaya team. I think they need to be able to like each other and have that feeling of, you know, we'll go down together. If the ship is sinking, we're all going down with the ship. I don't feel that. I feel like some people got a life jacket on. Some people, you know, got a private boat that's coming to pick them up. So I don't know. I don't know. It feels funky. I hate to say it. It just feels funky. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't like the cat stuff. I think the cat stuff has gone on too long, and I do think that there is something to the cat stuff. I don't think it's a cat Jalen Brunson thing, though. I think it's a cat team thing. I think as much as we might say that we look at the team and say they're playing better, Cat's playing better, I think that a lot of bad stuff has already happened that has soured the relationships, right? I think that span of 2 months or so earlier in the year where Cat was struggling, getting in foul trouble and not playing defense, and the other guys were going back and forth. I think that kind of rubbed everybody a certain way. I think it rubbed him the wrong way. I think his relationship with the coach got strained, and I just don't think it's been able to be mended since then. Even if he's been playing better, I just think that the vibes are off. The vibes are off. I don't know what to say. I don't think the Knicks are going out there and playing fun basketball. I think they're just going out there and playing because they have to. And they're trying to win games. But, I mean, really, someone said it the other day, like, what have they really won lately? Yes, they went on the 7-game win streak, but who did they beat? That's fair. That's cool. That's fair. I gotta respect it. Yeah, I just think that they're in a bad shape. We've talked about it multiple times. I mean, if you tuned in to Know the Ledge this past Saturday, we talked about it again. I believe Tory B brought it up. Knicks have some bad habits. And they're not doing their best to break these habits. What's really evident is they're not confident down the stretch of games, big games right now. Like these big games that they're having against these teams, they're kind of falling apart down the stretch, whereas they're not getting stops or they're not scoring the basketballs consistently. They go on stretches where they don't put the ball in the hoop, and it's hard to win a game when you're not consistent down the stretch of a basketball game. The fourth quarter is the most important quarter. And in the last 6 minutes or so, things are kind of falling apart. So, and I know that it's more of a doom and gloom type of scenario where the way I'm talking right now. But I don't feel that way. I think a lot of people will be surprised to hear me talk like this, and then for me to say what I'm about to say, and you're like, "That what, Ron? What? That doesn't even make sense. How can that be?" I know it sounds crazy, but hear what I'm about to say, and you're gonna be like, "What?" I don't feel like the Knicks can win a championship this year because I don't know if I believe that they could beat OKC. Now, anything could happen. OKC could get upset by some other team that steps up and takes them out, and then the road becomes that much more easier. But if that's not the case, and with what OKC, the way they play, their good coaching, the refs being on their side with SGA, I don't see another team, knocking them out before they get to the finals. So if the Knicks were somehow able to make it to the finals, I don't think they could beat OKC in a 7-game series, at least the way they're playing right now. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, a light could go on in the playoffs and they could be playing fantastic basketball, like really locking in, and guys can be healthy and the Deuce might be available. And because I do think that Deuce was making a difference out there, guys, in that OKC game. It's just unfortunately that he re-aggravated or injured himself in that area once again, and I don't know what to think. I don't even know if we're going to see Deuce again. I hope we do, but I do think he was making a difference. Here's my feeling. I think that once the playoff starts, the Knicks are going to be locked in and they're going to play better basketball. I think that once the playoffs start, the Knicks are not only going to get out of the first round, they're going to get out the second round, they're going to get out the third round. I think the New York Knicks are going to make it to the NBA Finals. How can I say that confidently, knowing what you just heard me say a minute ago about all their bad habits and issues that they got going on, and the fact that I don't think they could beat OKC? I just don't think they could beat OKC, but that doesn't mean I don't think they could beat anybody else. I'm very comfortable in thinking that they can beat all of these other teams because, like I said, they have issues. They have moments down the stretch where you start to scratch your head like, what is going on? Why can't we get out of this moment? What's the issue? However, these teams, the Charlottes, the Atlantas, when it comes down to a 7-game series against them, I like the Knicks' chances because I think more games benefits the Knicks. When it comes to OKC, more games does not benefit the Knicks, in my opinion. I think it just makes things worse. So, but other teams, I think more games does benefit them. I think more games versus Detroit benefits the Knicks. I think we already know the Knicks lost to Detroit 3 times this year. 2 of those times, I honestly don't feel like I don't feel a certain way about those 2 times. The last time the Knicks played Detroit, yes, Detroit, hands down, the better team, no question about it. The second time, you guys know, they had a guy out. We had a couple guys out, starters. I don't think that's a good representation of the Knicks. I don't think they can really win in that game. They're a different team. And then the first game when they played Detroit, the Knicks just were not a good enough team. They hadn't even grasped the new systems that were in play. The defense was nowhere near what their defense is now, and their offense was up and down at best. Like I said, I could give you excuses for the first game. I could give you excuses for the second game. The third game, no excuses. We just got beat, or they just got beat, not we. I'm not getting a check. But when it comes to these other teams, the Charlottes, the Atlantas, the Bostons, I think I give the Knicks a chance against all of these teams in a 7-game series. Even Boston. I know Boston's been playing great. In a 7-game series, I still give the Knicks a fighting chance that they can get out of there and beat Boston, even though Boston's playing great. People have been bringing up Philly. I talked about Philly early in the season. I said that team you better watch out for. And now all of a sudden Philly is going crazy. People are worried about. I'm not worried about Philly. I knew Philly was going to be this, but once again, 7-game series, I like the Knicks' chances. That's the difference. 7-game series versus OKC, I don't like it. It's more of the same. I don't like it. So my opinion is that the Knicks will be better. The Knicks will turn on that switch. I do think Mikal Bridges will be right place, right time Bridges once again. I'm not saying he's going to be great. I'm just saying I think he's going to step up his game in the playoffs. I definitely think Jalen Brunson is going to step up his game in the playoffs. And I think by hook or crook, somehow this New York Knicks team is going to find a way to get Karl Anthony Towns involved. I think that is the biggest issue with this team. I think there is a disconnect between teammates. I think there's a big disconnect between the coach and Cat. And I do think that there's something they have to figure out, because what we've been witnessing lately is not doing Mike Brown any favors. I mean, you talk about a coach that could look like one and done. What he's doing lately in these games, and if it happens in the playoffs, he's out of here. He is out of here if he keeps coaching this way. If you have a moment where you're taking one of your best players out in the final minutes of games and substituting and trying to be cute, you're going to run into a big problem, especially when you're struggling. And he was going on a little bit of a run to kind of help the team get back into it. You take him out and the run goes away instantly. Next thing you know, you're down 9 points. Like, I'm not a person who is not a big fan of Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown is Mike Brown. He is what he is. He's got a big pedigree in this league. He's done a lot of good things. I know he knows how to coach, but we also know that he's been fired 4 times. So all I can say here is Mike Brown needs the opportunity to show improve and do something different in these playoffs with this talented New York Knicks team. He's got to get the best out of these guys. I said it before, and I'm hoping that something changes. There's only a few games left. This is the time to take a look at these players. There's going to be guys that are on 2-way contracts that you're not going to be able to see too much. So you can decide if you want to play them or not. It's up to you. It might be a little bit of a waste. You might rather want to get a good look at some other guys on the bench that can play, like Pacom Dadier, Tyler Kolek. I think that Mike Brown, if he wants to save his job as a New York Knicks head coach, if he wants to meet the expectations somewhat of what this team should be or could be, he's got to get this team to the NBA Finals. And if that means that he has got to play Jordan Clarkson if Josh Hart's not looking good, or bench Josh Hart, Jordan Clarkson, and bring in Pacom Dadier and Tyler Kolek. He's got to do whatever makes sense to win basketball games. I don't care. There's no time for this and politics and all that. I don't care about the Villanova boys. I don't care about none. I care about winning at this point. I care about who's the best player out there that's going to help this team win. I don't care if Jalen Brunson comes out and misses his first 6 shots, then put Jalen Brunson on the bench, give him a little breather, and bring in somebody off the bench. Let him get out of his head and let him get a breather and come back in the game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. Whatever's necessary, you do it. When the playoffs start, nothing else matters. Whoever's got the hot hand stays in the game. Okay? If OG Anunoby is on one in the first quarter, then OG Anunoby stays in the game. That's it. Until he gets tired and he's not on one, then you take him out. And then you put somebody else in. Hopefully, when you bring him back on the court, he's hot again. I just think that at this point, when the playoffs start, everything goes. All hands on deck, and no hand is permanent. You know what I mean? No hand is permanent. That's it. Let's go out there and do what we got to do. Hopefully, Mike Brown can show you that level of coaching. Hopefully, he's that type of coach that will pull those strings, that will press those buttons. Yeah, I mean, everybody. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. Mo Diawara, very happy with his game, like the energy that the kid gives, like his defensive ability, like his length and what he could do. If he goes out there and stinks it up, sit him on the bench. Bring him back in later. Alvarado, he was brought here for a reason. Deuce may be back. If Deuce is back, sit him on the bench. If Deuce comes out there, he doesn't look quite right, look like he's laboring, look like that growing he's having it, sit him on the bench. It does not right now. It does not matter who it is. If Cat is not playing well, sit him on the bench. But if Cat is playing well, like he was playing well, you do not take him out the game. You leave him in the game and sit somebody else down. Like, I don't know what we're doing. That part is no good. That part is a no dice, folks. So we got to get right. We got to get right, and now's the time. But I am not confident that the Knicks will win a championship this year if the road goes through OKC. I am confident, however, that they can make it to the NBA Finals. I don't know how you can be both at the same time, but hello, I'm both. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not even going to do the recap, y'all. I don't want to. Sorry. I'm just not in the mood to do it. Bottom line is Knicks lost to the Pistons. Knicks lost to OKC. Knicks lost to Charlotte. Knicks lost to the Lakers. Knicks lost to the Clippers. Those are kind of the only games that are in my mind right now. That's all that's sticking out. Whether or not they beat this team, beat that. These are the only games that I'm really thinking about right now. So it is what it is. Let's open up the phone lines, folks. Number is 347-305-7280. If you want to give a call in, by all means, you are welcome to. I'm also going to be, now I will say this, it's going to be very busy for me the next couple of weeks. I got a lot going on. I got a lot of stuff at work. We've got new stuff that's happening that is going to take a lot of time. We're expanding. So that's going to take a lot of, manpower from all of us at work, and it's going to add more to my plate. I'm going on jury duty in 2 days. So that's going to be great. Anyway, bottom line is this is not the greatest time to do this, but I am going to be adding another show to the mix. And that show is a dedicated call-in show, folks. I'm constantly trying to juggle the different shows and the different styles of shows, right? You guys know the Monday show is more about, usually when John's around, it's me and John going back and forth, kicking it. And then sometimes we might have a special guest, or maybe it's me and the special guest and whatever, kicking it. So the call-in show is just a microcosm of that. Saturday's show, you guys know I was trying to do full panel as well as a call-in show towards the end, but then the show gets really lengthy, and then you lose people that want to call in because there's so much time has passed. It makes it tough. I've tried different variations of that. It's a little funky. So I'm going to be adding a third show. It'll be Saturday's Know the Ledge, open panel type discussion, which we're going to do a little changing around of that too. Monday's show could be myself and John, or could be me and a special guest, or us and an interview of a special guest. Same format, but then we're going to add another show, a call-in show, strictly for the people who want to call in, and we'll talk in that regard, because I've got the equipment and I'm not taking advantage of it, so I might as well use it. Right. Yeah. So that's what's going on. But let's get to it. Let me play my theme music. You know how we do. Can't get busy without getting busy. Let's go. Oh, man. You know how we do. Sweater. Let's go. So, let me get this off the screen. We don't need this. All right. Caller, you are on live. SKF Weekly. Your name and where you're calling from.
Randu, 1973, from Jersey.
What up, Randu? What's happening, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Man, I can't complain. You know, it's real. We dealing with it, but just going through it, brother. How you feeling?
I was scared of this happening, man. I saw the road trip coming, and I said to myself, man, we might lose the first two games, and here we are about to play the third game tomorrow, and we done lost the first two. And the messed up thing is we got a back-to-back tomorrow and Wednesday night.
This is true. Yeah, we do. I mean, I guess the good part about it is that we got the game versus Houston tomorrow night, but then we got the back-to-back with Memphis, and then you get Chicago on Friday. So these are games that the Knicks should win. You know what I mean? The Houston game, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, bro.
I don't think we're catching Boston for that second seed.
Yeah, I think
you don't see many things to go right for that to happen.
I think you're right there.
It's tough. To win the rest of the 7 games to the end of the season. Plus, we need Boston to hit a losing streak.
Yeah. I think it's kind of tough to catch a team, especially towards the end of the season, when you're not playing your best basketball, right? Because the Knicks, even though they have been, you know, on their little win streak, you know, they were playing inferior competition, so they were just taking care of business. And when you start playing better teams down the stretch, and you trying to catch another team, it makes it very tough. When you got bad habits, they got to clean it up, man. They got to clean it up.
Mike Brown, about Cat in his offense. See, the problem with Mike Brown is that his offense is heavily designed like for 1 through 4. The center, the 5th spot, ain't really involved in the offense. It was the same thing in Sacramento.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? The thing about Mike Brown that we've continued to talk about here is that he is trying to make these guys fit his system. And it's just not a perfect fit. The Knicks at times look like a fantastic basketball team, right? Sometimes they're flying on all cylinders. On the defensive side, they look great. Sometimes on offense, we watch them. They have certain sequences where they're passing, moving the ball. They're doing these back cuts and stuff. They look like, wow. Nothing's consistent.
Right. Now, Cat was playing the 4 on a nightly basis. It would be different, but that's not the case.
Do you like Cat more at the 4 than the 5?
No. Now, I mean, in certain situations, I don't mind Cat playing the 4 and Mitchell the 5. I like that only situational because it doesn't always work.
Yeah. I think you're right. You're right when you say that. Do you think, Randu, that are you do you feel the same way that Cat has been getting treated unfairly down the stretch of games lately? Or do you feel like it's the right thing to do? Or nothing's changed? You know what I mean? This is just how it's been, but Cat's just been playing better.
As like foul calls and stuff like that?
No, I'm talking about like Mike Brown substituting and taking him out the game.
Well, I'm going to see like this, man. Cat got to stop being passive. He got to demand the ball more. At times, he got to be a little bit more selfish at times.
Yeah. I mean, my whole thing that I've said throughout this year is that I don't feel that Jalen Brunson necessarily avoids passing the ball to Cat. I believe that sometimes the way they use Cat is like a decoy so that Cat can come over and do like a screen, not even a pick and roll. He can do a screen for Jalen. Jalen can use the screen, come off the screen. Somebody else can make an action, and Jalen can decide to either pass the ball to that person or take it for himself. I believe that's how some of these those plays that are internal are drawn up. It's the Knicks do not do well at pick and rolls. You guys know that. You guys watch the games like Randu. The Knicks don't do a lot of pick and rolls at all, even if they got a guy coming to set the pick. So I don't know. I don't know, man. All I know is I feel like there is a little bit of a disconnect there, and it's not. And I said it before. People question Jalen Brunson getting Cat the ball. I question before is who's getting the ball to Cat when Jalen Brunson's not in the game. And now that I'm watching games more, I'm like, maybe there is something to it. Maybe guys are not passing the ball to Cat. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that Cat is not as aggressive as he needs to be on a given night. Like sometimes he's aggressive, sometimes he's not. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know. Anyway, anything else you got, Randu?
No, that's about it.
Well, I want to tell you, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for the call. It's not all doom and gloom. What I know, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said anytime, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. It's not all doom and gloom. I may be talking a little doom and gloom tonight, but I still, even in that, I'm still thinking the Knicks can get to the promised land. I just don't know if they could win. I still think they can get there, though. I still think they can get there because.
Hey, man, let me say this.
Go ahead.
Our window of opportunity is now. Because if this team, as constructed, don't win it this year, that window is going to close after the season. Because you got too many teams on the East that's coming up.
I hear you. Yeah,
if we don't win it this year, change is going to have to be made.
You're not wrong, brother. There's definitely some stuff that the Knicks are going to have to sit back and say, man, we didn't make our move when we had a chance. Now it's tough. You ain't wrong.
Right.
You ain't wrong about that. All right, man. I appreciate the call once again. You have a great rest of your night, brother.
You too, Ron.
All right, brother. So let me say what's up to a couple people in the chat. Shout out to Craig in the building. What up, Craig? Shout out to Crim's dad. The eyes have it. Member of the SKF Army. Salute to you. Hey, hold on one second. Let me get this call. What's going on, caller? You are on live with SKF Weekly. Your name and where you calling from?
Hey, man, how we doing? It's Joe from AC.
Hey, what up, Joe? What's happening, brother?
How we doing, Ron?
Oh, man, listen.
Nice to talk to you, man.
I'm okay, brother, but I'm just trying to be real about things. That's all.
Well, no, it's funny. You said to the last caller, it's not all doom and gloom out here. You're talking to one of the biggest optimistic fans in the Knicks universe right now. So,
hey, that's good. No, that's good, man. You know what? We need the optimism. That's what the Knicks need. The Knicks need internal optimism. That's what they need. They need internal optimism. They need to believe in each other, for real.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if I told you this before, but I think it was last year I called in on the Knicks Fan TV, and CP called me the optimistic fan. I don't know if you heard that.
No, that's funny though. That's good. That's good.
Because I'm always giving my takes about how I think we're about to see a Knicks renaissance. That's what I think. I think we're about to see a turning point.
Man, from your lips to the basketball God's ears, man. Let's go. Continue, my brother.
And listen, this was even before the Thunder game. I had this thought. When we lost to the Thunder, they took 20 more free throws than us. 20 more. Or at least they took 21 more and they had 20 more points. Something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're killing us on the free throws. I think we could beat this team, man. The Thunder in the finals. We get the right equation going. I think we could beat anybody. And like I said, I think we're about to see a Knicks renaissance.
Well,
we're about to turn up, man.
I hope you're right, bro. I mean, look, as I said, even though I'm a little down on the prospects of us beating the Thunder, I still feel like we can make it to the Thunder. So that's a good thing. That tells you that I still believe in the team. I just question how they can deal with OKC when it matters. And but I'm very open and hoping that I'm wrong. And I hope that once the playoff starts, that switch hits where the Knicks get into it's go mode. Now, no more games. Let's get it done. I hope that's what happens, bro.
Well, hey, man, I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen them do it. It's not like this is anything new. We've been down 20-plus points in the playoffs multiple times. We had to turn it on. We hit the switch. We went in that next gear. We can do it. And it's what it's going to take in the playoffs. Not a lot of teams can do that.
You're right.
But listen, man, I want to say, I am optimistic at times, but I'm also real. Like, there is another thing I want to talk about.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
I don't know. The score was 65-62 when we were playing the Thunder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Chet Holmgren grab Jason Brunson from behind on an over-the-back foul.
Right.
And he ended up getting to the line and taking shots. And literally there was like 3 minutes of time going by, and I'm just saying, yo, challenge. Mike Brown, challenge. Nothing. I didn't even see him look at the bench to challenge that. Do you know what was going on during that play? Did we use our challenge already?
Honestly,
is Mike Brown looking to use challenges? I didn't see him challenge anything the whole game.
Well,
I watched the entire game.
I will say this, Joe. I don't know. I was thinking the exact same thing. And when I watched the replay, what made it more egregious is that Chet Holmgren's a 7-footer almost, or whatever. He is a 7-footer, and Jalen Brunson is so small. The fact that he had to push off of Jalen Brunson, I didn't understand it. I was like, that's such an easy call.
Ridiculous.
How could the ref miss that?
Ridiculous.
I was like, how could he miss that?
All over him. It was like they were dancing at the junior prom.
It was crazy.
And Jalen Brunson was the girl. That's what we were looking at. And they didn't call the over the back foul. I'm like, yo, what is going on here?
It doesn't make any sense. Now, I don't know if we had used all our challenges yet, because I'll be honest, the first part of the game, I had a hard time trying to watch. My stuff over here wasn't really working. My internet was going in and out. I missed a lot of the first quarter, so I don't know if we even used the challenge. But I was wondering why a challenge wasn't used there, because it seems so blatant and easy to overturn. The other thing, too, is, I mean, I don't know if you know this or aware of this, but the Knicks are second in the NBA in challenges won. So they're not afraid to use a challenge, and we've been doing very good at it. So I don't know what happened there, Joe. I'll be honest, I'm lost.
I do want to say this, but this is just my opinion. I don't think it's that we're good at making challenges and us getting them. I think we're almost so bad at the challenge game that we're good at it, if that makes sense. Because I see so many times where we should be doing a challenge and we just don't do it. We don't. And there's games where we don't use the challenge at all. And I'm just sitting around like, you have something that the NBA gave you to use it every single game to your advantage.
Well, you know, the other thing too is you only get sometimes, unfortunately, another thing that's happened with the Knicks is they've been in situations where they've had a chance to use multiple challenges because so much stuff has gone on, but you only get to use 2 challenges a game. One challenge where you get to save a timeout. The second challenge, you still lose the timeout, but you can win the challenge. So, yeah, I mean, I hear you though. I don't know, man. I really don't know what happened there. I don't know enough about it to even say more about it, but I do definitely know that if there was ever a moment where they could have used the challenge and they would have won, that was it.
So that was the first thing that made me a little upset about Mike Brown. Mm-hmm. Now, the second thing is that I want to get into, why is Deuce McBride being inserted into the lineup out of nowhere? He was supposed to be sitting that game. It was out of the blue. Oh, he's questionable. We could use him. And then all of a sudden we're using him and he gets hurt. And I'm thinking to myself, we could have just kept him on the bench. We don't need him for this game. We've got our rotation set. We haven't been using Deuce at all. Why are we inserting him into this lineup now? Well, we can beat this team without Deuce. A hurt Deuce. Because when Deuce gets hurt and he comes back, he needs to warm up. He's not auto Deuce right away. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say 2 things I don't understand. Well, maybe 3. No, I can't say. It's only 2 things. I can't say the third thing because it didn't happen yet. So let's scratch that. First, I did not expect Deuce to start. I don't know what that was about. Am I correct? Well, hold on. Did Deuce start?
No, he came in
just
later,
came off the bench early. Okay.
I didn't want to see his minutes at all.
Because like I said, I didn't see the beginning of the first quarter, so I didn't know. Okay, all right. Forget that.
What happened was, let me just add this one little point to make things a little bit more clear. Deuce was questionable in the start of the game. He wasn't supposed to play at all. He was able to go, and they let him go. It was like the second or third quarter. And he ended up getting hurt in like the third, I think.
Gotcha. Well, I want to say that, because on Saturday I mentioned I hope they don't rush douche. I hope they don't rush Deuce back. And I don't know if they did or didn't. But the other thing that I will say is I know it's tough because Deuce is a player that he's a go-get-it type of guy. He's a football player at heart. Deuce should have not, if you coming back from a groin injury with surgery, Deuce should not be on the ground, yo. I don't know what that's about. I get it. You're a hustle guy. You're going to go, you just coming back your first game. I don't know who to blame for that, but Deuce shouldn't be on the ground fighting for a ball. Like, I don't know why he even did that. OG would never, you know what I mean? OG's been hurt so many times. He knows exactly how to come back and like walk gingerly, not jump too hard. Like OG's a pro.
Yeah.
But Deuce, as soon as he hit the ground, you guys, nobody understands. I was like, no, why is he doing this? And I didn't even know he was going to get hurt yet. And then I saw him get hurt, and I'm like, oh, man.
When I saw that play, I knew right away he was going to get injured. Just the way he was just rolling on top of him, and it was just not, man. And then he was grabbing for that groin right away when it happened too. I hate to see it. And my blame personally is the coach. I don't think Deuce should have played at all. We should have kept him. We should have kept him on the bench and just waited to use him until the playoffs. Because that's when we need him. And now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if he's going to be able to come back for the playoffs now. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. We can hope that he'll be okay, but who knows? Who knows? I don't know, man.
Because with the other situation was, we could have kept him just on the bench and just had him for the playoffs.
It's true.
I don't understand why we went so hard for this win.
Well, I mean, you definitely wanted to get him back to get his feet wet, but did we have to bring him back in this game? I don't know if we needed to. Like we could have waited another game or two before bringing him back.
We had the Grizzlies coming up. We got the Bulls coming up. That would have been a good game. There's a couple that we could have got them warmed up in. Not this one.
Yeah.
And like I said, there was a lot of factors that made us lose. The free throws, our points in the paint, the turnovers. We had 18 turnovers against this team. We can't be doing that in the playoffs, man.
And so that
we're gonna lose.
So that is why. See, that's why I don't feel confident against them, Joe, because it's not just our bad play; it's how good they play. When a team has
I understand that.
Yeah, when a team has the best scorer in the league, a possible MVP winner once again, you've got one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league, top to bottom. All those guys play defense. And then you got the refs in your back pocket.
Yeah,
it's tough, bro.
I mean,
it's
Shay's he's gonna give you 30, but you know what? So is Brunson. It's just the rest of the team. We need to lock down Chet. Like, we need to lock down the other guys, Jalen Williams. Like, we need to make sure these guys won't score on us, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to do that is, we got to play our matchups. OG's got to step up. Mikhail's got to step up. We need our guys to come through. That's how we beat them. But like you said, the refs are in their back pocket. How many times is a basketball team going to beat us this year when they got 30 plus more free throws? It's not going to be many.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the playoffs, I hope it's not like that, because if it happens to us in the playoffs where they're getting that many free throws, like, I want to see our guys being the ones that are aggressive, getting to the basket, getting the fouls, getting to the free throw line, getting the easy free points. That has to be us. We need to make the adjustment now. It's plain as day how the other teams are playing us and how we're playing. It's not like the refs are really looking out, oh, they're going to get 40 free throws and they're going to get 20. No, they're being more physical. They're cutting to the basket. They're driving. They're making contact. And then Shea, he's selling the hell out of it.
Yeah.
He's selling them like free iPhones in China,
And the other thing too, another thing that concerns me before I let you go, Joe, is that the Knicks didn't play a terrible basketball game. They played pretty well, good enough to actually win in totality when you think about it. But there's some other issues, right? The usage of Cat down the stretch, Mike Brown taking him out. Why? Don't know. But Cat finished with 15 points, 18 rebounds. He had a good game, all considering. He shot well, but he only shot 9 shots. Another no-no, right?
Yeah,
Alvarado had more shots, even though it's one more shot. But Alvarado,
that can't happen either.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense. And the Knicks shot 40. The Knicks shot 43% from 3, and they only have 41 rebounds. But they out-rebounded OKC anyway. 41-39. These are all indicators of a Knicks victory. The Knicks shooting 43% from 3.
Yeah. Like what I'm going to ask you, Ron, is like, you're looking at these stats. You can't be confident that we can beat this Thunder team?
You know what?
I'm sure it's so confident we can. If they got to get 40 free throws to beat us, let's go to the finals right now.
Well, listen, I know you're Mr. Optimistic, and I don't want to say this and dull your optimism. But what makes me feel bad about it is because last year, the Knicks had no shot against OKC. OKC spanked us. We looked like we weren't ready to play them. This year, the first game they caught us in a situation where we came out with fire, and we were going down the stretch in the game, and in the fourth quarter, it went away from us. We lost it, and they beat us. But I felt really good about it. I was like, okay, you see what I'm saying? We can hang with this team. But in the end, Joe, we lost. We still lost, even though we played much better against them and had a chance to win the game. Then we go into this game, and through 3 quarters, once again, we looked okay. We had a chance to beat this team. In the fourth quarter, once again, it goes away and we lose. And I'm like, damn it. We can't get over the hump with this OKC team. That's what makes me feel like we can't beat them. Because even when we play well, it's not enough.
Let me say this, Ron. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But they beat us by 11, right? In the first minutes of the game, they were up 9-0. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
In the very beginning of the game, they're up 9-0. And they won by 11. Just food for thought.
No, I hear you. No. Listen, like I said before, I still feel like the Knicks can make it to the NBA Finals once the playoff starts. Anything goes. It's fool's gold. You know what I mean? It's a fresh start, and I feel like something's going to click. They're going to turn on the Jets and let's get it going. And I think they can make the NBA Finals. And if they get there and have to play OKC, if they come out and show me that heart and that grit that I've witnessed in the team in the past in playoff appearances, then anything can happen. If this is a healthy Knicks team going into the playoffs and making their run, if they show me that grit, that sense of urgency, that fight, I know they can beat anybody. I'm just saying right now, I'm not that confident versus OKC. But we'll see.
But hey, yo, Ron, one more thing.
Mhm.
Just, just one more thing for the puzzle. You can still hear me, right?
I'm listening.
Okay. What I'm going to say is Jordan Clarkson, 21 minutes played, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 points. 2 points in 21 minutes against OKC. It's not like that's not like Clarkson, and I don't see him playing like that in the playoffs against this team. Not with proper usage, not with the proper rotation, everyone getting the right amount of shots. Alvarado shot way too much. Our usage was all off that game. All off.
That's true. And
yeah,
and listen, man.
Change up the equation a little bit. We can beat them, man.
Hey, look,
change variables.
Another thing that happened in that game that you don't really count on. Josh Hart had 5 threes, right? Them 5 threes were important threes. You're not really counting on Josh Hart to knock it down 5 times from outside. What happens if he didn't knock down those shots when he did at certain moments to keep the Knicks in the game? The game might have been over a lot earlier. We might not even had a chance in the fourth quarter. I just food for thought. You know what I mean? Shout out to Josh Hart.
No, shout out Josh Hart. I do say when he's hitting his threes, we do look like a different team.
We do.
Because, we've talked about this where, the defense has got to find that extra guy.
Right.
So.
Agreed. Hey, man, Joe, once again, I want to thank you for the call, my guy. Appreciate you. And definitely.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, definitely. And definitely stay tuned because I don't know what day it's going to drop. I am going to do a call-in show. So it'll be straight call-in. We'll be able to rock for at least an hour of people calling in and getting their takes and points across. And we'll go from there, brother. But thank you.
All right, good stuff, man. Well, you heard it here first. Joe from AC. We're about to see a Knicks renaissance, man. The Knicks about to take over this playoff series. Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go, Joe. Have a good night, bro. Man. Like, you got to like the optimism. It's good to have, somebody who calls in feeling good about the team and glass half full, not glass half empty. That is good. Shout out to Joe. And shout out to the rest of the Knick contingent, man. We here rocking. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Tori B. She let me know I was on mute. Was I? That might have been another show where someone was on mute. Shout out to Tori B., a member of the SKF Army for 6 months. Let's go. Appreciate you, Tori. Thank you. Let me see. Shout out to some other people. Just while we wait, if anybody else gives a call in, I want to shout out to Lena Franklin in the building. What up, Lena? Says, hey, Knicks family, I'm happy I went to the Westchester Knicks last home game, but I'm a little disappointed that my former New York Knicks player, Kevin Knox, was not there at the game. Oh, he didn't show up. Come on, Kevin. KK, what we doing? But I'm glad you had a good time, Lena. Let's go. Appreciate you. Shout out to Matthew Hurley in the building. Is Carl Anthony Towns staying with us? I mean, who knows, man? The way this is going is not looking good. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shout out to L. Damn it in the building. You see her in the chat. Let's go, L. Appreciate you. Geraldine McIver is here, the first lady of Still Knicks fans and the Knicks community. Salute, Geraldine. Let's go. Caller, you are live, SKF Weekly. Your name and where you're calling from.
Pew, pew, meow, meow.
Let's go. Well, if it isn't.
Listen, Linda Wilson. Listen.
Okay, let's go. Okay. I'm listening.
I've been sitting in these past maybe, let's see, 2-3 weeks of Mondays.
Uh-huh.
And it's quite frustrating. So I'm just going to say this. I'm going to drop my mic and then I'm just going to hang up and then you can just go with it.
Okay.
Like L damn it fashion. Pew pew.
Uh-huh.
Have a little faith.
I mean, you're right.
Have a little faith. This is our first year with this coach. I get it. It's frustrating. We're so used to our players being with this other coach for so many years and all this other stuff. Then last season, we had this great team on top of the coach and all the other stuff, right?
True.
And then next season, bam, big surprise. That coach that we first started off with this great momentum got ditched.
Yeah.
No, we got to start all over again, right?
Yeah. It's true.
Just have a little faith, guys. Have a little faith. That's all I'm saying. I know it's frustrating. I get it. And David, I probably see you over there chatting up a storm. Shush. Sit down.
Listen, Elle, that's the type of positivity we need. You know what I mean? Joe came in with some positivity. You're right. You took the train. It's choo choo. Elle is on the ride. Let's go. Pew pew. Let's go.
I get it. I'm as frustrated as everyone else, but just give it this season, and then next season give him HE double hockey sticks. Next season, I'm just okay. Balls to the wall. But this season, just have faith. That's all I can say.
Elle, I want to say thank you for the call. I'm happy you called in. I'm shocked and surprised. Thank you for giving the positive vibes. I mean, some people definitely need it. We out the window tonight.
I will say that frown did turn upside down just a little bit. Thank you very much.
There you go. You did. Okay. Good job. Well done, Elle. Appreciate you.
Pew pew. Love y'all. Bye.
Later, Elle. There's the one and only. That's Elle. Damn it, y'all. Listen, man. Shout out to Elle. Appreciate you. Thank you for always being a supporter of SKF and everything we got going on. This type of stuff she did behind the scenes all last season is unbelievable to help the show grow. Elle's a real one, man. But you know, I like the positivity. Can't say enough about it. Shout out to the 713 Gamer. Thank you for the generous super chat. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta go back to my other thing. You know what it is. Elle, damn it, is the next on the panel. Who's with me? Okay, I like it. Hey, you know, Elle's coming in with the positivity. I like it. That's good. Shout out to Luca Jr. in the building. So what up, Ron? You always get me with the telefono. I remember hearing it when I was a kid. Facts. That's how, honestly, you know, I grew up in a very mixed area. When I was a young pup, my peoples, man, they used to, I used to go to the late night parties. I used to hear that in the parties, man. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why it stuck with me. You know what I mean? You never forget your roots. Shout out to Prezi, the boss in the building. What up, Prezi? Appreciate it. Pew pew with the two guns in the host, a quick draw positivity. Let's go. Shout out to Tori B, man. I know, Tori. I know you going through it. It's gonna be all right. I hope. I hope. The Die Pistons is in the building. Salute. My brother Kareem Grant is in the building. Salute. Member of the SKF Army. Salute to the chat, Ron. Good evening, brothers. Same to you, my guy. Wonder Woman's in the building. Hey, Ron in the chat. What up, Wonder Woman? Good to see you. Craig, no, that is not. JJ47K in the building in the playoffs. Salute and shout out to you. We got David Smith in the building. He says Brunson and Hart get and Hart get every excuse made for them in the world, but Cat is to blame for everything. That's how most of the media podcasters, content creators, and fans think. Illogical, dumb. Okay, I don't know about all that, but I will say this. If it wasn't for Josh Hart, the Knicks get blown out last night. I'm just throwing that out. That Josh Hart played good basketball. Give Josh Hart the kudos. Jalen Brunson, for whatever you want to say, finished with 32 points, 5 assists. I think he had 5 rebounds. The MVP of the league last night, he had 30 points, 4 rebounds. I think he had 3 assists. So Jalen Brunson was right there with him, if not slightly better than him. And I don't see people going crazy. Hey, SGA didn't pass the ball, all this stuff. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. But I will say, David, do I think that the coach messed up by taking Cat out the game? Yes, I do. I definitely do. So shout out to the newest member. Wonder Woman became a YouTube member of the SKF Army. Shout out to you, Wonder Woman. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting and being a part of the family. I mean, technically, she's always been a part of the family, but you know. Appreciate you, man, for always showing love and supporting the show. Hey, I just lost it. Where did he go? Shout out to my guy. Oh, yeah, where did he go? Just had him there. I don't know where his name was. Keith, I lost you. Where'd Keith Turner's name go? I don't know. It went by quick. I guess the chat kind of built up a little bit and just went away. But anyway, Keith Turner, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Nick Yak's in the building. Oh, okay, so Nick Yak said we won the challenge and still lost the ball on the first challenge. Okay. Maybe that's why they couldn't call the challenge there. I don't know. I guess so. John Smith is in the building. What up, John? Good to see you. Appreciate you. HRM the Great is in the building. Appreciate you. Even better. Back to back. Let's get it. Obviously, Joe from AC is in the building. Seen him. Oh, Damian Cox is in the building. Salute, Damian. He says, I'm kind of nervous about the Knicks mentality going into the playoffs. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that they just turn it on, man, and get back to what I'm used to, but we'll see. JW says we need to use our whole bench. I hear you. I mean, listen, anything goes. It's no more holding hands, yo. It's time to step up. Dwayne Dennis is in the building. Says I think the Knicks' worries lie behind them with these teams clumped together vying for the 5 through 10 seed. Yeah, man, the teams are getting better. It's no longer a easy road. Like this is going to be tough for everybody in the East, should I say? I mean, Detroit still got to show that that their regular season wasn't a fluke. They got pressure on them too. Shout out to Marie. B in the building said Deuce listed as questionable for tomorrow's game. Well, I guess that's better than doubtful or out. So, maybe it's not as bad as we thought. I don't know, though. I don't like it. I think they should just sit him. Tomorrow's game should be out of the question. No, not questionable. It should be out of the question. We'll wait to use him the next game or something. Or I would wait 2 games, to be honest. Let him rest. Shout out to Vic 1187 in the building. I appreciate you trying to give me some love and let me know what was going on with the show early. All right. I think I kind of shouted out everybody. If I missed you, it's not for lack of trying. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my guy Keith Turner. There he is again. They had the fire tips. I definitely don't miss that guy. Yeah. Tendril Sound is in the building. Start Kolick. Oh, I don't know about that. That's a little wild, yo. I mean, play them. I'm with playing Kolick. I'm with playing Pacome, but I don't know about starting them. Ron Mills is in the building. Salute, Ron. All I got to say is Mike Brown. I know. Listen, I'm just hoping Mike Brown has the playoff of all playoffs, yo. I'm just hoping. We'll see. Oh, man. Caller, you on live? SKF Weekly. I don't even need to know who this is. I know who it is. It's Notorious. We are. They is. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Tori B?
Hello.
Oh boy, how you feeling, Tori?
You know, I'm in a sunken place, Ron. I told you that at the very beginning of the chat. Like I'm so irritated. So irritated with these guys. I'm not in a good space, and it's not. They could be up and down all season. I just don't like Mike Brown, man. He's making too many bad decisions down the stretch. Like, you could get past your players making some mistakes during the game, but your coach supposed to be the smartest person out there, and he's making horrible decisions down the stretch. I don't trust him. I don't care how good those guys play. If you're not putting the right people on the court, you're not gonna win.
A question: do you think that I used to have a feeling about Tom Thibodeau, right? Everybody knows Tom Thibodeau is a great regular season coach, but his playoff record is not that great. You know, he struggles in the playoffs. And I used to think that Tom Thibodeau used to overthink his coaching in the playoffs. You feel like maybe Mike Brown overthinks his coaching?
I think he has I think he has an agenda. He has an agenda. I don't trust him, and I don't like nothing. His substitution patterns are so either they're overly predictable, right? You know he's gonna play Jalen the whole first quarter. You know, Cat's going to the bench at the 5-minute mark. You know, Jalen's not going to play probably like the first 5 or 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. Like, my God, if I could pick that up, and I promise you, I don't pay attention to stuff like that often, everybody sees it.
That's interesting.
If your guys are cooking, why are you putting them on the bench?
That is interesting.
If you need your guys, why are you sitting them for so long? It don't make sense to me. I don't trust Mike Brown, which is why I know we're not winning no NBA championship, because I don't think he got it in him. He don't know what he's doing. Not with this team. They gave him keys to a Bentley, and he's driving it like a Buick. I can't do it, yo. I cannot do it. I can't. I'm literally in a sunken place with this team right now. Like, I had such high hopes, I watched that game, and I'm like, no way. They don't know how to win basketball games. Like, they completely lost that game in a 20-second span. He pulled Cat out the game, sat him on the bench for 20, 30 seconds, and he wouldn't have went back in that game if McCall didn't foul out. That's the only reason he got back in that game so quick. That was like a 6-point swing. They went from being down 1 to, I think, down 6 or down 7 in like 30 seconds. It was like 2 possessions.
I got to tell you, I'm not trying to make excuses for Mike Brown, because even when I'm saying, when I told you, does he get a little jittery when it comes to playing a good team? Does he make some questionable calls? Does he overcoach or undercoach in those moments because the pressure is high? I don't know, but I'm starting to feel a certain way about it.
If we was having this conversation about, what's the dude name that was the offensive coach before, Taylor Jenkins? That's his name? If we was having this conversation and you asked me that about him, I'd say, you know what? It's the big stage.
You mean, the offensive?
You know what I'm talking about? The one that was up for the job.
Oh, yeah, Taylor Jenkins. Yeah.
If you was having this conversation about him and you asked me that question, I'd be like, yeah, it's a big stage. So it's his first time going through something like this with the team as a head coach. You know, maybe he's second guessing. Mike Brown been in the league too many years. He sat on the Golden State Warriors bench as an assistant coach and watched them win a championship. You can't tell me that he out there getting frazzled. No, not after all this time. That's why he keeps getting fired. Maybe he is getting frazzled.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he is getting frazzled. Maybe that's the reason why he gets fired.
Knew that and shouldn't have hired him.
I think that there's something going on with Mike Brown, because obviously the other thing too is we see him uncharacteristically get upset and more passionate versus OKC than any other team. His first technical foul all season was versus OKC. His second technical foul is versus OKC again.
That's when Jalen Brunson get the worst whistle.
It's true, but I'm just Like this a whole season,
That's
and
why
you
he
never get upset like
He
this.
lost his cool when it was blatant call like the offensive side that Jalen didn't pick up, and he lost his cool when they was beating him up on the other end, and he wasn't getting no call. Like it's always about Jalen. Like it's always about Jalen.
This is true. This is true.
It's too much.
Honestly, Tori, I don't know how
like
you.
him.
I don't know. I get it. I don't know how you feel about it. I definitely think there's something going on. I hate to be that guy and say this stuff because I don't really think about the politics and all the other stuff behind the scenes. I think there's something going on with this team, man. I don't think.
I'm like what?
I just don't think. I think that time where the guys started to look at Cat sideways, I think something got strained there a little bit. No, I'm not saying that's the big.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's the big issue, Tori.
With the chip on their shoulder should be Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, well.
Because Karl Anthony Towns is the one person. First of all, he is second option, right? We all know this. This is not new news to anybody here. If you're a Knicks fan, you watch, you know, it's Jalen Brunson 1, Karl Anthony Towns number 2. You come in here, right, as the head coach, and you go, Karl Anthony Towns, you're going to have to make the sacrifice. And all season, it hasn't worked.
And I think you're right, Tori.
20 games in, it ain't working. It's time to deviate from this plan.
I agree.
Because these guys, this is not, and it's not just Cat, it's not working for. These guys are having a horrible season. Jalen Brunson is having his worst season as a Knick. It's masked by these 30-point performances he keeps having. One here, one there, one here, one there. He might get you one game where he hit a shot to win the game. But he's having a horrible season. He's not shooting the ball well, and he's not the clutch player that he was last season.
Mm-hmm. That's
but
true.
Everybody likes Jalen Brunson, so they won't. No one will say it. And no one will say it out loud, but Jalen Brunson is playing like shit. Not playing good this season.
But his assists have gone up.
Yeah. Who does this going to though?
See, now you're talking about something. Now you're talking about something.
I get it. You passing the ball, but you passing it to Josh. You passing it to Mikal. You passing it to OG, but you're not passing it to Cat. Like y'all freezing this man out of the offense. I hate that I have to keep championing for Karl Anthony Towns, but it feels like no one else wants to do it, and that's the elephant in the room. If you're going to go on a long run in the playoffs, you need this guy. And 99.9% of the times, he's your mismatch on the floor.
So here's the question. Because I've never seen the Knicks do this. And I'm saying the Knicks, right? Because I've already had that conversation about I don't believe it's all Jalen Brunson. But I am starting to believe it's more than Jalen Brunson. And so my wonder is when it comes to more than Jalen Brunson, when you got other guys in the team doing stuff that really they don't have the cachet to be doing, it comes down to the coach to me. Is the coach telling guys, hey, you know what? I want you to move the ball. Don't necessarily move it to Cat because the ball gets slowed there. We need the ball to keep moving. I don't know. I'm just bringing it up because I saw somebody else talking about how the ball gets slow with Cat.
Even if that's the case, right? The ball can't get no slower than when Jalen Brunson is dribbling and dribbling and dribbling and dribbling, and it's 17 seconds that went off the shot clock before he make a move to try to score or he try to pass to somebody. Like, which one you want? You want the big guy in the middle to take the shot, or you want Jalen to shoot a 30-foot three-point? No.
Listen,
like,
I hear you. I hear you. But I will say, you know what I'm going to say?
We just look so discombobulated out there. Like, that's where the negativity is coming from, because there wasn't all negative to that game. The Knicks played really good defense. Like, for them to have shot 38 free throws, right? You couldn't breathe on these guys. It wasn't until the end of the fourth quarter when we was really out of the game. Like, they kept it close. They went on their little run. Mike Brown screwed that up by pulling Cat. We was down. We had to cut the lead down to 1. And he did that with no Jalen on the floor, no Josh on the floor. It was Cat, Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson. Was Mitch out there? I can't remember who the other two was.
I mean,
Jalen and was definitely
I don't know if Mitch was out there, but he might have been. He might have been.
Whatever it was that little crew right there who brought them back into the game, and then you call a timeout and screw it all up.
But my thing too is like this Knicks team. We talked about this before, Tori. Other teams, forget playing as a team. I do think that there's plenty of other teams in this league that play better team basketball than the Knicks. We all know that. But
I feel like all of them do.
I know, right?
At least all the good teams anyway.
But
like you watch, like I was watching the end of the Atlanta game the other day. It was playing. They won. Whoever they were playing, it wasn't Boston. I think they lost that game. I can't remember. Whoever it was they was playing. I'm watching these, and they literally just got together as a team the second half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And they look like they've been playing ball together for 5 years. The ball is moving. They're not turning it over. I'm like, look at this. Same thing with Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
All the good teams seem to play together as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. We don't look good. The offense don't look crisp. They not moving the basketball. What happened to that?
You're right.
It seems like they're getting further and further away from whatever Mike Brown was trying to implement. And we're right back to dribble, and it's not working.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it that have you I don't want to say this is something I've noticed recently. Have you kind of noticed that Mitch hasn't really shown up in big games as much as he used to in the past?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
You're not getting all-star Mitch.
Yeah. I thought it was just me, but okay, it's not just me. Because
we'll get a super. We haven't got one of those. Mitchell Robinson games. Probably been more than a month.
Right.
Again, I think he's another player who's frustrated. You know how many times I watch him? We all do it. He rolls before he wasn't doing it. I'm watching him roll to the basket. He's wide open, and not one single person pass him the basketball. I'm like, yo, Jim, how many times this man gonna roll and you just gonna ignore that he did that? I don't get it. I don't. They make everything so hard.
I don't know. I don't know, Tori. I know something's got to give, and I think Mitch playing 17 minutes and having 4 rebounds is not cutting it. He did have 2 blocks, but 4 rebounds in 17 minutes for Mitch is we need more, right? And the other thing too is I don't think Mitchell Robinson against the OKC Thunder, against Hartenstein, who he knows how to play against better than most people. I mean, that they worked out together. That were teammates. He should be out there playing Hartenstein. Jordan Clarkson should not have more minutes than Mitchell Robinson to my knowledge.
I honestly think that is by design.
I get it. It's not good. It's not a good design. It's not a good one.
I don't think, again, something else that's not work. Like, I understand you want him out there in small spurts for really big impact, right? But it's going to be games when you need him out there for longer periods of time. Like yesterday, when he was on the court, it wasn't so like you don't see it, and you're not going to see the fact that people are turning around because Mitch is down there in the stat column, right? And them guys was not going, like they would dribble down there and turn right back around because Mitch was there. So you don't get no stats for that. There's nothing to calculate how many times you turned the guy around or how many times a guy passed the ball off because they didn't want to try to cram it on you.
Right.
There's no stat column for that. You can see that when you're watching the game. But again, Mitch didn't spend much time on the court. So when he was out there, he was effective because he kept them out of the paint. But you don't play him. The last game against OKC, they chose to play him against Toronto, a team that we had already beat 4 times. So you don't play him against OKC at home in the Garden. And then when you do play him in OKC, you play him for very limited minutes. Why? If we're going to play the I'm not going to play my guys a lot game, then why do we play Deuce?
That's true. That is
Leave
true.
Deuce on, please. He back fine. Find the crappiest team on the planet. Let them go out there, get some reps, and send them back down. Don't put them out there against no bruiser OKC team.
That's a fact.
They just don't beat them up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And you know,
someone do something and then look, he hurt again.
I know.
Dudes don't know how to at 50%.
Exactly. And the other thing too, Tori, is that we just like going forward in tough games, the bench going to have to do something. That bench has to step up. Now, OKC's bench, when you look at the numbers, they didn't necessarily do anything too crazy offensively, but they chipped in points collectively as a unit. One guy 5, one guy 3, that's 8. Another guy 8, that's 16. Another guy 6, that's 24. That's 22. Another guy 3. So that's around 25 to 26 points that they got from their bench. But more importantly, when you look at the bench, you got guys like Jalen Williams, the other Jalen, AJ Mitchell, Caruso, Isaiah Joe. These guys all play defense. That's the difference that OKC has.
The OKC Thunder are a well-oiled machine. They play great basketball. They're an elite defensive team.
They are.
And they get away with beating the shit out of you.
Yes, they
get
do.
away with it. they really do. Like, there was a time, it looked like it was Caruso. He was guarding Cat and hacking the mess out of him. They give Cat the ball back. It looked like he put him damn near in a chokehold, and that's when they finally blew the whistle. I think he had to grab the rebound like 3 or 4 times before he could get the damn whistle. And I'm like, yo, this is outrageous. They get away with, they're a very physical team, and they get away with a lot. And they also get one hell of a whistle.
Yes, they do.
And they don't even need it.
And
they don't even need it.
You don't want your players.
At the end of that game, for as much as I can't stand SGA 2 tout with behind, I don't like that. I don't like you. Not a fan. For as much as I don't like him, I recognize talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went on a 9-0 run by himself, and it wasn't the whistle that got him the 9 points. It was him. Yeah, right? He don't miss. And first time the man really missed. So he shows you what elite basketball is supposed to look like. And this is why the Knicks make me nervous, because when he hit those first couple of shots, all right, we still within striking distance. What y'all gonna do? And what we did, dribble, bad shot. Dribble, another bad shot. Like, all right, Jalen, I got you. Like, oh, you're not gonna take us to the promised land? I see it. All right.
Well,
like that's just the Knicks in a nutshell now. Like, if Jalen can't hit the amazing shot that he's putting up, that is not a good shot. It just wasn't. Both of them shots were not good shots, and we're gonna lose basketball games. And I don't know why he's constantly doing that. You're not on the court by yourself. And I feel like he's in a space now where he feel like he has to do it, and you don't. You got teammates that can put the ball in the hole too. It's not you. Cat never got another shot after he got them back to within 1 point. The last shot he got was a desperation 3 at the end of the game. That's ridiculous. Going into the fourth quarter, that man had 2 shots. 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Oh,
I'm gonna say this.
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna say this, Tori.
Disaster.
My whole thing is, I think it's not Jalen's job to get Cat involved. I know that sounds crazy, y'all. He's a point guard. I get it. It's the team's job and the coach's job.
I'm not saying that.
No. I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying this.
I'm just saying that something should be done.
No, I get it.
Alvarado and Josh Hart and none of them should have more shots. Hell, going into the fourth quarter, Deuce McBride, who only played 11 minutes, had more shots than Cat.
I agree. It doesn't make any sense. The only guy that I could say last night outside of Brunson that deserved as many shots as he got was Josh Hart, only because Josh did some big things with those shots that he made. Them 5 3-pointers was huge. At some points, I was like, man, if Josh didn't hit this 3 right now, I don't know what we're going to do. But nobody, Alvarado shouldn't have got more shots than Cat. Other guys that were out there shouldn't have got more shots than Cat, or at least close to Cat, or the same shots as Cat. You already talked about the minutes. Clarkson shouldn't have played 21 minutes and more than Mitch, and a lot of stuff. Where
you're lacking ball movement. right? And that's supposed to be a thing. Why didn't Tyler Kohler get no minutes?
I don't know, especially in a
You
game.
letting Jose Alvarado turn up that first half. He was atrocious.
I was just
How
about
many
to say
times you gonna let him turn the ball over?
four turnovers for Brunson, 4 turnovers for Towns.
Game, he can't be worse than this. He can't be.
Yeah, no. At some point, you got to say to yourself, give Tyler Kolek a chance to do something with it. And that's why I hope that these next few games, at least towards the end of the season, he takes a look at Kolek and Pacom, because these guys are the only guys that can help you. Once you get to a certain point, all them other guys that are on the bench are just on the bench. They're not going to play no matter what happens. They can't. So give these guys a shot so that way if something bad happens, God forbid, you're not stuck, with your hands in your pockets like, oh, I got nobody else to go to because, these guys are hurt and I haven't played these guys enough, so they're not ready. You got to play these dudes.
That's right. And why Mo didn't play? A long athletic guy could have feasted last night.
I don't know. I do not know why he didn't play.
Look, our offense was stagnant. What Mo played? 2 minutes? This is why I don't like Mike Brown, B. I don't get it. I
can't argue with you there. I got nothing to say there, Tori. I don't know.
I don't get it. Like, I feel like he just be throwing stuff against the wall to see if it's going to stick. Like, what are you doing?
Even though the Knicks lost to Charlotte, when there was moments when Mo was in the game and he was looking good, I was like, man, I don't think Charlotte is ready for the fact that the Knicks have somebody like Mo that can be out there with them. Like I don't know how you don't play Mo. I think you got to get him involved in a game where you got like 9 or 10 guys on the opposite team that can all play defense. Like, I think you need a guy out there that can kind of match that intensity. I don't know what he was doing.
Mo's not scared to play. He gonna go right inside and try to dunk it on one of them, not realizing they gonna tear him up when he go. But he's young. He'll bounce back. Don't worry. Get up. Go back down the court. Like, it's all good.
Yeah, that youth keeps him right. He ain't scared.
Like, even for as much as nobody put Hot 40 in the game, do something, do anything. Like, your offense is stagnant. These guys is getting into foul trouble. Like, play, and not necessarily last night, because again, we were never really out of the game until the end of the fourth quarter when, SGA just went on a little 9-0 run by himself. We were never really out of the game, but I think they make it so much harder for themselves. They just make it so much harder for themselves. Not them, but the rotations be trash. There's too much hero ball. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, Tori,
I'm in a I didn't take a movie cord this time, so I think I'm just at the bottom of the canyon, just laying there.
No, it's gonna be okay. No, you gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. I know it. I feel it. I don't feel like we can beat OKC consistently yet, but I think we gonna do some stuff. I'm hoping that something happens. I hope that this is all the okie doke. I'm hoping that when the playoffs start, the ball's gonna go through Cat. We're gonna be like, where was this at? Yep, the okie doke. That's what I'm hoping for.
Nobody wants to have egg on their face more than me. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm hoping for the best, but believe me,
I've already scared myself for the first round exits.
We're gonna see some desperate times, Tori. Desperate times when the playoffs starts. It's about to happen. You're gonna see Mike Brown doing some stuff.
Super loud, Ron. Like the noise is super loud. People talk about Shea and Jalen. They hate everybody. Like, not for nothing. New York, not even New York media, just listening to the commentators. Like, I've never did. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart had to be my 2 favorite players on the Knicks. Them and Deuce. And right now, I can't stand neither one of them. I can't stand them. My 2 favorite players, and I can't stand them.
I get it. Look, the best case scenario is that Deuce.
I don't even want to see them on the court now. I'm just like, whatever.
It's gonna be.
I'm not even excited when they do anything else.
It's gonna be all right. Something's gonna give. I feel it. I feel something's gonna give, because this is all. The only good thing out of this, I got to take. This is where I'm trying to find the silver lining. The positive out of this is that the playoffs haven't started. This is all things that the Knicks can learn from. These are things that the coach can learn from. You know, the coach has somewhat been humble lately and mentioned when he was bad. I don't think I've ever heard Tibbs say anything about him being bad, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. So
Mike Brown getting all the heat. Thank God. I hope he read every bad article about him. I hope he read every week.
He's definitely.
I'm gonna write him a strongly worded letter. Sir, you suck.
Listen, I hope right before the playoff starts, Mike Brown gets a call from somebody close to Popovich, like Popovich wants to tell you something, and whatever tells him exactly what Popovich is thinking. Listen, you know, whatever he needs.
Basketball from your mouth to the basketball god.
Yeah, he needs it. He needs it all. He needs it all.
But you know, again, for as much as I am disgusted, that defense, man, oh man, they was playing good defense yesterday.
The only thing that
game, holding that team, the SGA did not shoot well.
I know he did.
He got a ton of free throws, but he did not shoot well. That team, they wasn't running all over us. It wasn't. If we could actually put the ball in a basket, and we didn't turn the ball over so many times, we would have won.
Well, you know what I always say, Tori, is that the Knicks know how to play physical defense. But for whatever reason, when the Knicks play really physical defense, they get into foul trouble. They let the other teams play physical, and they won't call as many fouls. But you know they're fouling.
Oh no, you know we get the worst whistle in the league. Carl Anthony Towns gets the worst whistle in the league. The Knicks, the rest of the team is a close second.
I mean, Mikal Bridges fouled out. What does that tell you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, come on.
That was crazy. He was playing good D yesterday too.
Yeah,
Mikal had a decent game yesterday. When the OG was out there, they was playing hard on both ends of the court.
I can't wait for the playoffs. Honestly, I think the playoffs is going to benefit the Knicks because all these other teams are already getting the calls in their favor. When the playoffs start, at least historically, the refs start to call it both ways because they let more go. I think that benefits the Knicks. Right. We'll see.
We'll see. We shall see.
Anyway, Tori.
You know, Ron, it's okay. I'm gonna be in the valley waiting for you.
Tori, I want to thank you as always for the support and always showing love to the show and SKF, everything we got going on. But we listen.
Absolutely.
Listen, we gonna be all right.
People. Yeah. Listen, Ron, keep the faith for both of us because I ain't got it today. I ain't got it.
All right, Tori. Have a good night.
Good night.
Man, listen, we going through it. We going through it. Let me shut this down. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for the phone calls for tonight, as always. Appreciate y'all. Look forward to the call-in show, our first ever real call-in show, where it's going to be all about the call-in. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I don't know what day it's dropping. Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday. I got jury duty, so I don't know, man. I got to figure it out. But, you know, stay tuned. Anyway, I want to thank you guys and gals once again. I want us to all continue to try to keep the faith throughout all the adversity because you guys know, no matter what, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the benchings, the substitutions, the lack of passing, we are still Knicks fans, okay? We are still Knicks fans. We're here. We're here for it all. I want to say thank you once again to the chat. Y'all know where it's at. I appreciate y'all. Tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans. We'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights at 9 p.m.-ish for SKF Weekly. Whatever day this new call-in show is going to be, Thursdays, Wednesdays, I don't know yet. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how congested the Knicks schedule and the Knicks games as well as the Knicks community is on those days. And on Saturdays for Know the Ledge at 11:30, as I talk y'all off the ledge. Definitely, you know, some ledge action tonight. We could have used that little animation because some people jumping out the window. We're gonna be all right though. So I want to say thank you to everybody once again. Continue to support not only SKF Weekly on our road to 10,000 subscribers, but continue to support our New York Knicks. It's trying times. It's up and down Knicks. It's the Jekyll and Hyde Knicks. It's the roller coaster Knicks. It's never easy. It's never fun watching this team go through the season because we know they're going to give us a lot of that agita, that heartburn, that feeling like, come on, man. But that's the Knicks. That's what they are. New York's team. We love them, but they're wild. Anyway, I want to say thank you to all you guys once again. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. Be good. But remember, if you can't be good at it. You know what I mean? Shout out to JJ47K, man. Appreciate you. Trapped in the 90s. I see you. Ron Mills, we still Knick fans, frustrated ones. I hear you, bro. Yeah, smash that like button for the show if y'all haven't already done so. Let the tube, the algorithm know that we rocking. If you don't know what the like button looks like, it looks a little something like this. So please continue to show your love and support. Anyway, we out of here, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your night. Tomorrow, big game versus Houston. Let's take care of business and get this losing out of here. 2 games in a row. We don't need that. Let's break that and not make it 3. Let's get back to winning. All right, let's go. We out of here. Let's go, Knicks.
New York Knicks. First. Go Knicks.
We can finally, start playing, man. So much talk this whole summer. It's felt like so long because we've had so much to talk about. At times it's been kind of slow, but we've been talking, right? But we've actually had a really good off season for this New York Knicks team, and it's been very active. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, Knicks family, we in the building. I am the Objective fan from the Objective Knicks fan channel. And I'm going to give a big salute to Ron and John from Still Knicks fans.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Knicks family, I'm Stephanie, a.k.a. Blood Sweat Tears. We are still Knicks
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lady and the Chef from Two Knicks Chicks Podcast. Still a Knicks fan.
What's good, party people in the place to be? It's your main man.
What's up, everybody? This is Steve Locks 21 at Two Knicks Chicks Podcast, and I'm still a Knicks fan.
Yo, this is your boy Sim from Nothing But Knicks. Through all the struggles, through all the heartache and pain, ladies and gentlemen, I am still a Knicks fan.
Peace, y'all. This is Apollo Reed from the Garden Knicks crew. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm still a Knicks fan.
I'm still here. We're still here. Still Knicks fans.